So then guys, with the holiday season here right now, a lot of you are probably going to be getting a lot of new gifts and a lot of new tech and things like this. And especially if you're like me and you own lots of different bits of tech, you don't want to be walking around with, say, lots of chargers and basically all these adapters and everything. What you want is an all-in-one solution. So basically today, what I'm going to show to you is the UGreen selection of their best kind of kit, what they have out right now of the different sort of chargers. And I want to go through all the different ones that you can see right here. And the first one I want to talk about is the Nexo Mini. Now the Nexo Mini is the smallest UGreen device that they have right now. This is the British version or the UK version. It's really quite cool. The actual plug sort of pops out like that because we have this sort of weird 3-pin plug sort of mode and everything. And basically what this charger has, it has a USB-C port on the bottom and it can charge up to 30 watts with this. So if you have yourself a phone that can charge up to 30 watts, this is going to be a great sort of addition for you right now because it is quite a dinky little plug, and quite a lot of plugs out there are quite large at the moment. So I do actually love this, and this is the smallest one that UGreen creates at the moment. If you have an iPhone 14, for example, and you've still got your old traditional charger from, say, an iPhone, I don't know, 10 or say an iPhone 8, what's like a 5-watt charger, this basic charger, you know, it can go even faster than that. It can go up to 6 times the speed of that at 30 watts charging with that ability instead of using that plug. Obviously, the iPhone 14 can only charge at 20 watts, but the cool thing is, most likely as we go into the future, like with the iPhone 15 coming out, there is the potential it could be charging at, say, 30 watts. So you'll be fully ready if you buy yourself one of these mini UGreen chargers. So that is the first one we want to talk about today. The next charger I want to talk about is the Nexo 65-watt charger. Now this one's a little bit bigger than that mini I just had a second ago. Let me just grab that for you. Let me show you the size there. It's only a little bit bigger. It's much more thinner, obviously, but yeah, it's not that much more bigger. But the main difference is, putting that one down, is that you get more ports on this. It's 65 watts, and you get 2 USB-C ports on here, and you also get a USB-A port. And the cool thing is, you can plug in multiple devices into this, and basically the wattage can get shared out between these 3 plugs here. So obviously, if you do have a sort of device that takes 65 watts primarily, so let's say, I don't know, say a MacBook, what does take 65 watts, you can just plug one of those into this port here and it will charge it at the full kind of speed. But say if you did plug in, say, your iPhone, for example, as well, what it will do is it will lower the wattage a little bit inside one of these USB ports and then also sort of charge up your phone too. But it's really quite useful to have this. And the great thing I love about this UGreen charger is that basically this is a travel wire. So this is great because it's small, but you also get different sort of plugs. Obviously, you do have the traditional USA plug, and also on that mini plug I just showed you a second ago, you can also get European and also USA versions of that too. But this one, you can actually swap them, interchange them. So I'm going to be traveling possibly to the US again next year, so I'll be definitely taking this. But the one I'll be using right now is the UK plug, and that just slots onto this. And then if I want to travel into Europe anytime soon, I can just sort of click that onto here, and there we go. It's made into a European plug. Now, something else, guys, just want to mention at this stage is also with the mini plug and this plug here and all the plugs that I'm going to be talking about, there are some great discounts, and those discounts are in my description below. And this one here, the UGreen 65 watt, here's a link for it right now. But like I said, every single product I'm going to be talking about is going to be listed below, and there's some great discounts if you do click through right now before the end of the year. So let's move on to the next plug. This plug here, you can see, is the Nexo 100-watt charger. And this charger just looks like a sort of a longer version of that mini charger at the beginning of this video. What this charger, though, is different about, it's got 3 USB-C ports, whereas the other one I just showed you before that, the 65-watt, only had 2, but you've also got a USB-A port too. This obviously is the UK version again, but like I said, there are going to be sort of American versions of things like this and European versions, and like I said, that is in the description, and there's some great discounts right now. Again, being that this is a 100-watt charger, you can actually charge, say, a 16-inch MacBook Pro up to about 50% in about half an hour, 30 minutes, just by using just one of these USB-C ports. Obviously, you can plug in multiple devices again, like your iPhone, your iPad, your everything like that, your MagSafe, if you've got something like that to charge your AirPods, and it's a great adapter for that, to have everything all in one on this. And again, it will share out, so basically all the charging abilities amongst this plug. So yeah, it's really useful. I do like this UGreen charger as well. But if 100 watts isn't enough for you, there is something even bigger what you can get. and that is the UGreen Nexo 140 watt charger. What's this beastie right here? It's a little bit larger, and this one has 2 USB-C ports and also has a USB-A port. But the cool thing about this, it does actually have a primary USB-C port for 140 watts. And if you've got a 16-inch MacBook Pro, you will know that is the maximum that it can charge at. And in fact, actually, say you had a 16-inch MacBook Pro, and let's say you had a sort of an M2 MacBook Air, you could actually charge 2 MacBooks or 2 laptops at the same time off this charger, what is pretty awesome. But again, just like one of a couple of the other chargers I've shown you already, you can also just charge up, say, your MacBook, and you could charge up your iPad, and maybe at the same time you could charge up, say, your AirPods too on that final plug here. So that is pretty cool as well. And like I said, this is the 140 watt charger, and again, there's some great discounts, and do check them out in the description in my video. And also I'm just displaying it here on the screen too, to the link for this Nexo 140 watt. But if that's not enough for you, there is an even bigger daddy charger what I want to show you. This is the UGreen Nexo 200 watt charger, and this charger is a little bit different because it's so big, and this is a desk one. You can see here we've got some feet, and you can put this on your desk and you can sort of connect up a cable on the back, what comes inside the box with it, and this is a really like the all-in-one sort of ultimate sort of charger out there. So basically what this has is it's got 3 USB-C ports on it, and each of these can charge at 100 watts at a time, what is really awesome. So again, you could sort of plug in, say, 2 laptops, you could plug in, say, an iPad, you could plug in, I don't know, a MagSafe connector, for example, for like your Apple Watch if you've got that. You can basically charge up so many different devices in this, and it's all shared out equally across the sort of devices of basically of the capacity, as long as it goes up to 200 watts, which is really cool. And something else I just want to mention about all of these chargers today, they also have this sort of cool technology in it, and basically I think that's GAN 3.1, and what that basically means is that it's constantly checking that basically if it's a power surge or anything like this, that it safely sort of transfers sort of all the electricity around all the different devices. So basically you're not going to get any sort of spikes in electricity to sort of cancel out any of your sort of devices. So that is really cool as well. And again, with this charger too, there's some great discounts right now, so do check it out on that link that I'm displaying right now on the screen, and also do check out basically the video in my description of all the different links for all the products you have seen today. But what I would say, guys, if you are planning on buying some new equipment and you've got lots of them, and you basically want to have a sort of tidy sort of area on your desk or tidy area next to your bed, or if you're traveling, do check out some of UGreen sort of chargers that they do have, what I've shown today, because they are pretty awesome. And like I said, they do sell them in all the sort of different countries of Europe, America, and also the UK, and I've just got the UK versions here, but do check them out because they are really cool. And with that, guys, it's also time to wrap up this video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do make sure you press the like button, and also at the same time, if you want to hear the latest sort of technology news, reviews, and comparisons, please also make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I will see you really soon. Bye bye.